Uh, the drums do not have internal mufflers built into them, which is true of most drums these days. And you would think that ringing would be a huge problem. Of course, all drums ring. Not only do they ring themselves, but they also reflect off things like cymbals and other drums. So you're going to hear a little ring. I'm not using any mufflers on this kit except for a 1-inch True Tone gel pad on the snare drum, which cuts it down. Two moleskin patches for each of the two bass drum beaters. So it's an old trick that had been in use ever since moleskin patches for the feet were invented. And I'm also using a Remo, one of the new Remo shell systems, similar to an EMAD, where you have a plastic liner that attaches to the head and underneath the counter hoop, and up to four removable and placeable muffler pads that you stick inside the ring. So I'm only using one of those muffler pads. I also have not cut any holes in my bass drum. This is something I used to do all the time, especially for studio work. I'd have a special setup. In fact, almost all of my other drum sets have a small hole cut in the front bass drum head for placement of a mic and for just release of extra resonance that you need when you're playing a lot of funk and rock, and or if you're just in the studio and really want a solid thunk. That's what we used to have to do. That is certainly feasible with these drums, but at this point I chose to not do that. If I want a bass drum to sound like that, I'll just grab one of my other bass drums, which is set up for that kind of thing. I don't want to desecrate these at all. I like them just the way they are. And when I do my own original music and jazz and those kinds of things, I'm not going to touch them. I may retune them, but I'm not cutting any holes in them or smothering them with mufflers. I've got other kits that I can use for that if I need to, but I don't anticipate a need to for the most part. This is going to become my main studio kit. If I need to muffle the bass drum a little more, I'll stick a couple more of these removable sections in the Remo hoop thing there. So I'm going to run through a few beats, a few standard rhythms, maybe some non-standard rhythms. Give them a little bit of workout so you can see what they sound like doing different kinds of things. You can imagine the music if you like. I'm setting the metronome to 120 beats per minute. See what happens. One other thing I didn't mention, if you ever used rods, which a lot of us do, playing in small clubs, weddings, other kinds of things where you're playing a lot of dance music but it can't be too loud, rods deliver the kind of punch that will drive a band and a dancing crowd without being too loud. So they sound good with those too. They sound good with everything. Big sticks, small sticks, timpani, mallets, rods, brushes, you name it. I think that pretty much wraps up the demonstration. The Welch kit, is, in my opinion, the greatest set of drums ever made anywhere. Over the last 50 plus years, I've played drums from just about every manufacturer on earth. I've played Pearls, Leedy and Ludwig, George Way. Oh, there's so many. DW, Sonor, Slingerland, Gretsch, Rogers, Garcia, Craviato. You pretty much name the manufacturer, and I've played their drums. And I've owned quite a few. I've owned quite a few sets of different drums, and they've all been excellent. I have never had a complaint about a set of drums, unless you want to count the old flat jacks I had years ago. It's a whole different story. But nothing compares to the Welch kit. Nothing matches their tone. Nothing matches their ease of tuning. Nothing matches their versatility. So I urge you, if you're looking at drums, go to the WelchTuningSystems.com website. I'll spell that out for you. WelchTuningSystems.com. WelchTuningSystems.com. And there you'll find all the information you need about the drums, their origin, how they work, how to change heads, why they work the way they do. You'll find videos from some other excellent drummers who are endorsing artists. You'll find the 2-page analysis and review I wrote of them some months ago. They have that posted up on their website. And pretty soon you'll see some other drumming videos of mine up there, playing to tracks, playing without tracks. It's all forthcoming. But I urge you to go visit WelchTuningSystems.com and see for yourself what an amazing instrument this is. If you'd like to ask me questions about these or anything else musical, you're welcome to email me at fredT@fredtaylormusic.com, which is my website, fredtaylormusic.com. That email address is fredtaylormusic.com. And I very much look forward to hearing from you with questions about Welches or anything else you might have to talk about. So thank you for your attention. Check out the sites, check out the systems, check out the drums, and you won't regret it. Thanks again for your attention. Bye-bye.